Welcome into Meet Your Bulldogs here on hailstate.com. I'm Bob Karskad, and this is the Bulldog you're about to meet, James Chaudry, senior on the tennis team. What's going on, man?
Not too much, just, classes, that sort of thing.
little tennis practice, everything going on?
As soon as you go away for a weekend, it's busy with classes and stuff when you get back.
I should ask you, you guys, you do a lot of traveling. Is it tough to keep up with all the classes and everything? I know you're a senior, so I'm sure you've got some more intensive classes.
It is and it's not. If you're disciplined and study on the road, it's a little bit easier.
Are you disciplined?
I like to think I am.
Fair enough.
Those the wee hours of the morning often come in handy for studying time. But no, I managed to get it done.
What's your major?
I'm in marketing.
There you go, right on. Well, what's the plan after you graduate?
I'm hoping to play for a little while.
There you
go on the pro tour. That's the aim. There's many things to decide. I mean, having an education and a degree behind me is obviously a great step, and it gives me that freedom to be able to play after. So
I know you're playing singles now. You've done doubles in the past. Do you have a preference? Do you like one or the other better?
I've always been a singles player. I'm not a double specialist by any means. I enjoy singles because I guess being an individual sport as tennis is, I picked it because you could only control what you could do, and no one could let you down or you couldn't let anyone else down. I like to be in control of things on the court, and that's probably why I chose singles.
And it makes sense, with doubles, obviously, the court's a little wider, so I guess that's nice. But you're having, like you said, you're depending on other people depending on you, and you can't just think things and react. You have to have some communication. It makes it a little bit more difficult, I guess.
Yeah, it's two completely different sports within a sport, basically. They couldn't be more tactically different. But.
Interesting. All right, so you are from England, correct?
Yes, correct.
Where in England?
Southampton. It's about an hour south of London.
Okay. Growing up in England, how much, obviously you're familiar with countries all across the world, but within the United States, were you familiar at all with individual states or different parts of the country, the southeast compared to the north, or Mississippi as its own state? Did you know much about Mississippi? I guess before you were being recruited especially.
I was lucky enough to travel quite a lot before, so I did know a fair amount about the states. I'd been to the states a fair few times, albeit Florida and the main states you think of as vacation states or visiting states. So I didn't know a huge amount about Mississippi, but the states in general, I sort of understood that the South was different from the North, and West East Coast was different, and I had a fairly good idea of what state was where and whatnot, so a little bit of an understanding.
The food, I imagine, a big difference as well.
Yeah, very much so. Everything's fried here. So.
Fried's not all bad.
It's not for eating, no, but as an athlete, it's not always the best. So.
Not exactly. Not exactly ideal. Well, cool. All right. Well, you guys obviously you're getting into a very good season at this point. You as a senior, it's a unique balance this year in that there's some older guys paired with some younger guys. Probably a good mix of young talent with a lot of experience. You can kind of help people through it in some of these big SEC matches. Doing very well. Obviously, getting back to the NCAA tournament is a goal, but having done that now and had some experience is the next step to really try and make some moves once you get to the tournament? Yeah,
that is definitely a goal this year. We obviously had a good year last year, and we progressed to the NCAA tournament and hosted the regional site. So that was good. Now we're hoping to push on. Not only are we hoping to host again, we want to get through that stages and make it to the Sweet 16. And I feel with the team we have now, with the experience and the talent we have from the freshmen, we've got a good chance.
Yeah, and obviously you guys are a very highly ranked team. I don't mean to break out the big words, but I mean, national title is something when you're that highly ranked. Is that something on your minds at all? Or you just try to stay away from that until you get to the postseason?
I mean, it's always going to be in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Are we good enough to win a national title? And with the talent and the experience we have, we do, but it's not. It's getting there first.
Yeah.
It's a long way to get there in the first place, and last year was a great example. We had a very successful season, but it was long. There were a lot of matches, and there were a lot of ups and downs during the season, and a lot of close matches. Now we got to focus 1 week at a time, one match at a time, and try and make the most of that, and not only keep winning, but actually improve as a team in each and every match.
Long time between now and then, obviously, but we'll be keeping up as we go. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us here on Meet Your Bulldogs on hailstate.com. You've just met James Chaudry. It was good talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too.